A very warm regards to all my lovely students of grade 3. We had started with the social studies chapter number 4, we are equal. Okay, and we have completed this topic, similarities and differences, understanding gender, changes in the gender roles. Okay, we had completed analyzing these topics. Now moving forward, we see both can do same work. Both means male as well as female. Okay, the word both here means that both men as well as women can do the same kind of work and the same amount of work. Okay, let's start. Let us know about some men and women who have proved that gender cannot prevent anyone from achieving one's goals. Okay, now we are going to see one by one the names of men and women who have proved that being different on the basis of gender, that is being man or a woman, have not stopped them from achieving what they wanted to take from life. Achieving one's goals means they have planned out certain amount of success for them and they have really worked very hard to get that success, is known as achieving one's goals. Okay, now you are studying hard. Your goal is to gain something out of your education. Okay, you may be planning to become an engineer, or you want to work as a personal banker, or if you wish to join into business, then of course your education is going to help you. So these all plans you may have in your mind, that what you are going to do in your future life. So that is your long-term goals, and now right now you work really hard to achieve that goal. Okay, now let us see the names of few men and women who have really worked very hard to get the success out of their lives. And being different on the basis of gender, that is being man or women, have not stopped them to achieve that success. Okay, in the field of sports, if we know of great achievers like Sachin Tendulkar in cricket, we also know of Mithali Raj, who is the captain of women's cricket team. They have first stated the example of the game of cricket. Before, I told you that cricket was exclusively thought of men's sport. Only man can play the sport of cricket. But now this notion, this idea that cricket is a men's game has been proved wrong by our women's cricket team. And who is the captain of that women's cricket team? Mithali Raj. Okay, this women's cricket team, being headed by Mithali Raj, has really made us proud. We have also won many tournaments, or what you can say, many achievements this team has brought to our country, India. Of course, Sachin Tendulkar is also number one. Even Mithali Raj has also proved that we can also achieve more success in the women's cricket this arena. Okay, Leander Paes as well as Sania Mirza are good tennis players. So she is Sania Mirza, and Leander Paes is another person who is also a very good tennis player. Open lawn tennis, they are famous tennis players. Okay, Leander Paes and Sania Mirza, both men and women, both are equally famous in their sport of tennis, open lawn tennis. Okay, we know Vijendra Singh as well as Mary Kom as achievers in boxing. She is Mary Kom. Okay, she is also very famous. Even Vijendra Singh is also very famous, and their sport is boxing. They are both achievers, okay, equal achievers. Okay, you cannot say she is more famous than Vijendra Singh or Vijendra Singh is more famous than Mary Kom. No, you cannot say. Both are equal achievers in the sport of boxing. Vishwanathan Anand, Koneru Hampi, and Tanya Sachdev are well known for chess. So, Grandmaster, number one chess player. He is also famous. Even Koneru Hampi and Tanya Mirza, they all are very well known in the game of chess. So you can see, we have seen, if men are achievers, even females are also achievers in that particular sport. So you cannot say that this game exclusively belongs to men or this game is played only by females. Both have equally played all the games, all the tournaments, all the sports, and both female as well as males are equal achievers in each and every sport that is being played in India. Okay, now let us see. She is Mithali Raj. She is captain of Indian women's cricket team. Mary Kom, number one boxer. Sania Mirza, open lawn tennis, famous open lawn tennis player. Okay, next. Earlier, women were not seen in the role of police officers, fighters, or soldiers. Now we come to the more formal, what you can say, area of occupation. Now, police officers, we only think of police. We have learned in our lower classes, whenever the picture of policeman is, shown to us, you can only see a male person in the police uniform. But now this notion has proved wrong. Okay, even firefighters, when in lower classes, our teacher teaches us and shows us a picture of firefighter, we see only a man wearing the uniform of a firefighter or a soldier. But all these three occupations are equally mastered by women also. Okay. However, now it is common to see women in uniformed services. So you can see this police officer, firefighters and soldiers. Even females have also, dived into these occupations, into this profession of being policeman, of a police officer, of being a firefighter or a soldier. Kiran Bedi was the first woman officer to join the Indian Police Service in the 1970s. You can see this is a picture of Kiran Bedi. She is the first IPS officer, Indian Penal Services, IPS. Okay, she is the first woman officer to join the Indian Police Service, IPS, Indian Police Service, in the 1970s. So you can see this service of being in police is also mastered by women. She cleared her IPS examinations and she became the first woman to become the IPS officer, Indian Police Service, IPS. Okay. In 2002, Harshini Kanhekar became the first female firefighter. So even the firefighter, the profession of being a firefighter, there also you will find that this female, Harshini Kanhekar, she became the first female firefighter in the year 2002. So now you can tell that firefighters can be male also and firefighter can be female also. Not necessarily that you see only the picture of a man in the firefighter uniform. You can also draw a female in the firefighter uniform. Okay. Recently in 2019, Avni Chaturvedi, Mohana Singh and Bhavna Kant became the first women fighter pilots to be included in the Indian Air Force. So fighter pilots means the people, pilots who fly the aeroplanes, they are called as pilots. Okay, the person who drives the bus is called as bus driver. Similarly, the people who fly the aeroplane, okay, pilot, jet, fighter planes, they are called as pilot. So before, we are only used to see men in the cockpit of an aeroplane. Cockpit is a place from where the pilot controls the aeroplane. Okay, it's a place where he sits and controls the plane. But now you can see the women also have become pilots to the fighter planes, and these fighter planes are employed by the Indian Air Force. Okay, Indian Air Force, you will find fighter planes, and the pilots who operate the fighter planes, there also you will see that these women are the first women fighter pilots: Mohana Singh, Bhavna Kant, and Avni Chaturvedi. See, they are in their pilot uniform, Indian Air Force. Isn't it really a very proud moment? Nice. Good. Next. Now turn to page number 29. Now let's see. So all the areas have been equally mastered by men as well as women. No area has been left, they have not, no area has been left unturned by women. All the areas have been touched upon by the women. Okay. Cooking food was traditionally thought of as women's work, but chefs like Sanjeev Kapoor and Vikas Khanna have changed this view. So now you think that even the cooking work that was, always thought of being a women's speciality, women's features, special characteristics, cooking. We think that cooking only belonged to women. It is a special quality of women. No. Now men also have become, very special in the profession of cooking, and they have mastered that art. Cooking is an art. Okay, cooking is an art, and cooking is also a science. So they have mastered that art, they have mastered the science of cooking, and they are Sanjeev Kapoor and Vikas Khanna. You can see this picture of Sanjeev Kapoor, the famous Khana Khazana anchor. He had this program of Khana Khazana where he used to dish out, delicious dishes for all of us to see. And he also made many of his own dishes. So he is a very famous chef. You can see him on television also. So cooking food has earned him, real glamour and real fame. He is a very into the glamour world, and he is also very famous. He has his own channel. You can always find him on YouTube and in many other areas. He is also seen on TV. So you can see that people are successful in almost all the areas. It's as simple as cooking food. But cooking food is not just a simple area. It has become, more, it has made people more famous than we can think of. Okay? There are successful people in this field. So cooking food, you cannot think that it's just cooking out food is at all the very important that people become famous in cooking food. No, it's a glamour quotient. It's a hard work that these people have put in to become successful in a simple occupation of cooking food also. So you think if they can become famous in a profession of cooking food, then why can't we put in that kind of efforts to become successful? Think over it. Earlier, only women worked as nurses in the hospitals. Nowadays, men are also working as nurses in many cities and towns of India. So whenever we are shown the picture of a nurse, we think of a white, all in a white female dressed up, with the something, on her head pinned up. But now this notion has been equally you know, you can see the picture of a man also working as nurses in many cities and towns of India. So next time you draw a nurse, not necessarily that you draw a woman, you can also draw a man nurse also. Okay. Next, these examples highlight the fact that it is not our gender, but it is our capability, interest, and hard work that helps us to take up a profession and be successful. So you can think that before you tell that this work is only for men, it is made only for women. No, you think about it before speaking, and you can only see that it's your capability, your interest, and your hard work only gives you success to whatever profession you take up. Okay, not necessarily that whatever profession you take up has to be only men's job or female's job or women's job. Whatever profession you take up, you have to put in your hard work, you have to be equally interested in that work that you take up, and you have to really prove your capability through your hard work, that really you can make any work more beautiful, any work more successful. Okay. Now last, we come to the end of the lesson. Equal opportunities. Equal opportunities means equal means same. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. Both are equal, men as well as women. And opportunities is a chance. Okay, you are given same opportunities, same chance to win in life. Nobody gets more chance, or nobody gets less chance. Both are given equal, same chances. Okay. Children are keen to learn new things. Their capabilities should not be differentiated on the basis of being a girl or a boy. So obviously you are children. You are always very eager, very curious to learn new things. Now, for example, this subject, social studies, is very much new. This has been included in the syllabus from grade 3. So obviously you are all very curious, very eager to know what this social studies is all about. And of course, you put in your hard work. Is there any girl or a boy, we tell any girl or a boy, no, you cannot learn this subject? No, we give equal opportunity, equal chance to each and every child out there of grade 3 who belongs to our presidency school to study this subject, and we teach each and every child equally. Is there any child out there I will say that no, you're not entitled to study this subject of social studies? You both are entitled and you both are given equal opportunity to study this particular new subject. Okay, so their capabilities should not be differentiated on the basis of being a girl or a boy. Both the girl as well as boy has to put in your hard work to any new subject that is included in the syllabus, and your capabilities should not be differentiated, means making differences on the basis of gender, that because you are a girl you are not entitled to study, because you are a boy you are not entitled to study. No, both the girl as well as boy, both have to put in their hard work to study this new subject. Okay, this will stop them from growing into independent and able adults. So if you differentiate now, see, if today I differentiate between a girl and a boy, this will obviously stop you. You will think that, oh, no, miss is always, ma'am is always giving girls more chance because she is also a girl, she will give the girls more chance. If I give more preferences to boys, then the girls will think that ma'am is always giving more chances to boys, she is ignoring the girls. Obviously your growth will be stunted. You will think that no, we don't want to study from this ma'am. She's always giving preferences to boys. She's always giving preferences to girls. Because I don't give any special preferences and I treat all of you equal, you will be also equally interested in studying this subject. Yes or no? Okay. Today, everyone is given equal opportunities to get education and exposure in all the fields. So, be a girl or a boy, you have to put in your best, and you are, of course, given equal chances, equal opportunities to take education and exposure in all the fields. Exposure means participation. Participation in all the competitions, participation in all the fields of education, be it curricular or co-curricular activities, competitions, functions, anything, you are given equal exposure. Okay? This is helping children to become independent in making choices, be responsible and strive towards success. So, because we teachers give you equal exposure, we push you to take the limelight. This has helped you to become independent so that you make proper choices. You are responsible for whatever action you take, and you also work hard. Strive towards success means you also hard so that you become so that you succeed, so that you achieve success. Okay? Thus, gender does not stop anyone from following one's dreams. So, I told you that be a girl or a boy, nobody can stop you from achieving what you have planned for your future life. Your parents, your teachers, and all your family members are really helping you out to make the best choices out of life so that in your future life you become number one. Okay? No occupation or profession is bound by gender. Any work, okay, any work or any task is not tied down by gender. You cannot say no to anyone because he's a boy or because she is a girl. You cannot say anyone no, this work is not for you. No, that field of occupation is not made for you. You cannot say that to anyone. It is individual's abilities that take her or him to newer heights. So whatever success you achieve, it all depends on your abilities, on your hard work, how much efforts you put in to your present task or your present education or your present study habits. Whatever more push you give from your side will only take you to the new avenues of success. Okay? Now we have finished learning this lesson. Okay? This lesson is over. Lesson number 4, we are equal. We start with the question answer session of lesson number 1 in the next recording. Okay? Read all the lessons. All the lessons are very interesting. I start with the question answer session of lesson number 1 in the next recording. Okay? Till then, happy learning and happy memorizing. Bye.